that it? I believe.
Hey,
What you got for me?
get that pistol.
Of course.
You lead the way, and I'll follow, sir.
Hey, Ada.
I'm relieved to see you've returned. Were you able to find anything at General Atomics?
I found this strange device on a robot.
Let's have a look. Impressive technology. If my analysis is correct, this is a specialized radar beacon. I suspect it's how the Mechanist was keeping track of the robo-brain you destroyed. As the next logical step, I need you to install this beacon within me so we can use it to our advantage.
Sounds like a solid plan.
I'm glad you agree. You'll need to use a robot workbench to ensure proper in order to maximize our time efficiency.
Uh-huh. Yes, come with me.
Let's be on our way. The robot workbench is a powerful tool, allowing even the simplest of minds to create complex robots. It's a museum-quality piece.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey, Ada.
Are you ready to install the radar beacon?
It's time. Let's do this.
Good. The installation should be simple. Once I'm in the robot workbench, just install the radar beacon and I'll do the rest.
Hey.
I'd be happy to help. A moment. The modification was successful. New hardware has been detected and software is updating. And installation complete. Analyzing Mechanist hardware. The radar beacon is receiving a strong encrypted signal, but I can't determine the source.
It's a good start, at least.
Absolutely. With some additional assistance, I should be able to decrypt the signal and locate the Mechanist. Fortunately, I'm detecting another robo-brain in the Commonwealth that's receiving the same signal.
Finally, we have an advantage.
Perhaps, but it isn't quite that simple. The encryption on the source signal is complex, but not beyond solving. If you can bring me 2 additional beacons, they should provide...
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. Let's do it.
Good. I'm uploading the location of the robo-brain to your Pip-Boy now. Just be careful. These robots tend to travel in groups, so you're likely to encounter...
Heads up.
What can I do?
Here you go, Ada. One slightly dented but still functional radar beacon.
This will do nicely. And, with any luck, it'll help us
Don't worry. I'm sure it'll do the trick.
I certainly hope so. I'm going to begin my decryption routine, but it could take a while. In the meantime, I've picked up another robo-brain.
Good work, Ada.
Thank you. If my calculations are correct, the signal is coming from... Oh, this isn't good. Location confirmed. The robo-brain is at Fort Hagen Satellite Array, which means it's in the hands of the Rust Devils.
Who or what are the Rust Devils?
Allow me to explain. My old caravan encountered them once while crossing the river into the city. The Rust Devils are a group of ruthless raiders who utilize robots for their nefarious practices. They scour the Commonwealth looking for my kind. What they can't capture and reprogram, they strip for spare parts. I realize they pose a greater threat to me than you. I just want you to be well informed. That being said, despite what lies ahead, I can easily continue to decrypt the signal as we proceed. So shall we be on our way?
You don't look like one of the Rust Devils. What are you doing here?
Maybe I'm just a rust devil wearing a clever disguise.
Please, don't insult my intelligence. Why don't you just tell me why you're here?
What
and
did the
why
Rust
we're
Devils
even
do to you?
bothering to have this conversation in my head online would prove useful to them. Fortunately for me, they're stupid enough to actually believe anything I say. Admittedly, it hasn't gotten me very far, but it has saved me from the same fate as my rather unfortunate comrades you see in pieces around you. Now, back to my original
Hunting down
question.
a radar beacon.
A radar beacon here. How very interesting. That's a very specific part to be searching for, and you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the mechanist. If I'm correct, and I usually am, then perhaps we can help each other with our respective predicaments.
I could definitely use the help.
I thought you might say something like that. Now, how can I put this as simple as possible so someone at your processing speed can understand? In order to find the mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon. You're going to need access to the facility. I'm willing to provide said access, but you'll have to fulfill two simple conditions. One, you need to get me as far away as you can from these lunatics. And two, find me a new body. Once both conditions are satisfied, I'll gladly provide you with everything you need. Do we have a deal?
How do I know you'll keep up your end of the bargain?
Even though there's a human brain floating in a biogel inside my group, I'm still bound by my original programming. It pains me to admit it, but one of my directives states that I cannot lie. Ever. So, while I'm not the most charming robot you've ever encountered, the last thing I'm going to do is violate an agreement we've made. Now that we have that out of the way, do we have a deal?
Deal.
A wise decision. Once we're at our destination, I'll happily relinquish my radar beacon as a gesture of good faith. Now, I strongly suggest you stop loitering.
could be.
One of the last devils. What are you doing here?
Hunting down a
A
radar.
radar. That's a very specific. I calculate.
Sure. I could definitely...
I thought you might. Now, in order to, I'm willing to. 1 and 2.
How do I know you'll keep up your...
Even though there's a human brain for it. So,
Deal.
a wise decision. Once we're at our.
And bring him to justice. People on the common, it is I, the Mechanist. I come to warn you of a new scourge who stalks the innocent. We will find him and bring him to justice. People on the Commonwealth, it is I, the Mechanist. I come to warn you of a new scourge who stalks the innocent. It is I, the Mechanist. I come to warn you of a new scourge who stalks the innocent and destroys my robot allies, only seeks to save lives. This scourge cares nothing for the progress we have made, but we will find him and bring him to justice. People of the Commonwealth, it is I.
Watch the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you.
Intruder, identify yourself.
You really are taking the path of most resistance here.
Not me, alarm. Order
trying to get us killed.
A lawful use of citizens
Where'd that little fucker go?
area. Do not make further escape attempts, lawbreaker.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds. This is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off. It's only fair. Had I a body, I would have killed her myself. Oh well. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Good job, human.
These rats won't affect me. You? Sorry.
Thank goodness we are out of that hole.
Hey,
How may I be?
here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. Hey,
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain.
we still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but I'm terribly sorry. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans,
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have gotten this far already.
that's kind of you to say. Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed.
You shouldn't think that way. Your personality helps you think creatively.
I always considered my personality to be a burden. But I suppose I've been looking at it. I really think now I've distracted you. I'll finish up my count. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access. My audio receptors are barely picking up any noise.
Interesting. This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
What kind of body were you expecting?
Considering I look like a junk bot that's been hastily welded together by an amateur, I'd say almost anything else would have been better. However, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, given your limited skill set derived from your equally diminished intelligence.
I'm sorry you feel that way. It's the best I can do.
Yes. Well, it's certainly better than being stuck to a machine surrounded by rust devils, poking and prodding me for their amusement. Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's company, which suits me just fine. So, why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. Amazingly adept at programming. A veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help the people of the Commonwealth for quite a long time.
I knew there was some good left inside that brain.
What you call good, I call my primary directive. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex side effects.
I don't think you understand the definition of help.
Help. To give or provide what is necessary to accomplish a task or to satisfy a need. I'm doing exactly as I was instructed. Assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the human's death and put them out of their likely chance of misery than to deplete my limited time. It's actually quite elementary, but given your minimal intellect, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you don't understand.
You can believe whatever you want. Just tell me how to access the Mechanist's facility like you promised.
Certainly. It's rather simple, really. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist's facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. I'll upload the plans to your Pip-Boy device. There. I've fulfilled my portion of our agreement. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while and see how things resolve between yourself and the Mechanist. Purely for my own amusement, of course. I suspect you'll have quite a tale to tell once you return. But then again, I'd be surprised if you ever return at all.
Hey,
Yes, sir?
Ada.
I trust you've completed your business with Jezebel. I hope she wasn't
Heads
too
up.
difficult.
I got what we needed.
Good. What did she say we'd need to access the Mechanist facility?
I need to outfit a robot with something called an MSAT. Jezebel gave me the plans.
A custom modification that acts as a key to the Mechanist facility. Very smart. In fact, chances are high the MSAT may be required for multiple access points, like a robot identification card. As for my task, I was able to decrypt the signal with the final radar beacon. The source is coming from a Robco sales and service center. Most likely a front for a large... It's time to take the offensive.
It's time to confront.
I hope you're allowed the opportunity. I too am curious. Now, if you're ready, It's always fascinating watching you create.
Read the public, be prepared.
If you're hungry, you can grab a quick bite of power noodles. Just talk to the robot.
Got too much dirt in that hair? Get it trimmed. You won't regret it.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
Piper.
Heading my way?
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Ada?
A pleasure to see you again.